Good morning. It's Friday. It's the 3rd of July, 2026. Those people who know this is the last day in the pantomime that you're the City of London's bitches in America. You get true independence tomorrow. You thought you had it for 250 years, but you were still the City of London's. You were still under the control of the City of London and the Vatican. And that is because Washington, D.C., a District of Columbia, was controlling you, but they were being controlled by the City of London. So as from tomorrow, Saturday, the 4th of July, where you've been celebrating for the last 250 years, it's been pretty hollow. But at long last, you've got a leader who's seen through the bullshit, who's seen through the lies, has actually seen the truth. So tomorrow you can celebrate, and you can celebrate properly, that you have got finally independence. You are no longer dependent. You're grown up now. What an amazing time to be alive. That you've got dependence, and that is the whole of America has got independence. It's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be the golden age. And when you start to see what the golden age really means, when you're no longer dependent on the City of London, which was paper, you become dependent and independent at the same time. You become dependent on precious metals because they're going to back your currency. And you become independent on paper that came from the City of London. What an amazing time to be alive. Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. Well, speaking of President Donald Trump, he has secured a major legislative victory after the US House gave final approval to his flagship tax and spending package, sending the bill to the White House to be signed into law. The legislation extends tax cuts while increasing funding for border security and defense, making it one of the biggest domestic policy achievements of Trump's second term. Don't tell me he's not doing anything. Supporters say it will boost economic growth and strengthening national security, while critics argue it will increase the federal deficit and reduce funding for some government programs.
When you talk about some government programs, some of those government programs would blow your mind. This was all done as part of the exposure. Donald Trump has taught me a massive lesson. Don't point the finger, point the spotlight. Everything has happened at the moment. All the arguments about this bill was to expose those people who wanted to steal your money, who wanted to use it for illegitimate sources. And the amount of money wasted by the British government, the United States government, the EU, pure unadulterated wastage. That's all coming to an end because the light is exposing the darkness, none more so than the darkness that's happened with this woman, E. Jean Carroll. She's just done an interview. I was nearly sick watching it. He didn't physically rape me, it was more mental. This woman needs to be executed in public for accusing a man of rape, because rape is a terrible thing. There are women out there who have actually suffered physical rape. So when a woman claims, oh, it was mental rape, go do one. There's women out there who've been physically raped in the UK by Pakistani rape gangs. That's horrific. And when you get some little screen there going, no, he mentally raped me. This is all how they've twisted language, twisted words. This is wrong, because what you've done is demean the word rape. Rape is the most horrific thing. And by the way, this might shock you. Men get raped as well, but they're too embarrassed to ever talk about it. Rape is a horrible thing. Don't underestimate it. And don't call rape when it hasn't happened. Because there are people out there who are getting away with rape because these stupid women out there are calling rape when it didn't happen. And you're undermining the whole case of rape, which is horrific. And one statistic that blew my mind when I did the study, 80% of rape is caused by somebody you know, not somebody you don't know. A family member, an uncle, a brother. It's horrific. It's the most horrible thing a woman would ever have to suffer. So when you get women that call rape when it doesn't happen, you need to be held accountable and held accountable publicly. E.g. and Carol, what you did was wrong. You know that, because otherwise you wouldn't sit there now saying, well, it wasn't physical rape, it wasn't sexual rape. Don't call rape when it's not rape. There's women out there that have been raped that need our protection, real men's protection. Most real men would do an awful lot of damage to a rapist. Be careful what you say. Drew.
Next up, Sean Diddy Coombs has been acquitted for the most serious federal charges, including racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, but convicted on 2 prostitution-related transportation counts. A judge has denied bail, meaning Coombs will remain in custody pending sentences.
This is almost like deja vu. There's a lot of people who've seen the evidence of what he's done on video, but you're dealing with corrupt courts. You're dealing with the infrastructure that's corrupt. You only have to go back in time to 1931, which is before Drew was born, and long before I was born. I was born in 1960. But Al Capone, they had all the charges against him, but they were all dropped. He was a notorious Chicago mobster. But they got him, didn't they? They got him in the end. What did they get him for? Tax evasion. There's many ways to skin a cat. The most important thing is to get these people off the streets. Very often when they're inside, you'll be able to build a stronger case and remove those people that have protected them. So don't panic about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever, because he may have got away with one thing, but he's been caught for another. While he's serving time for the other, they will actually not just construct the case properly against him, they'll remove the corrupt judges that have protected him. So don't get angry. This is all part of the plan. Also, my final story is an interesting one. Donald Trump has said publicly that Iran has agreed to everything he's asked for. When you know what you're talking about, and I do about this, Iran has agreed to give back all the uranium-enriched products and systems that the Clintons and the Obamas installed there. Let that sink in. He's managed to dismantle what the Clintons and the Obamas put into Iran. Not what the Iranians created, as you'll be told by media. It was all funded by Mossad, the CIA, the Clintons, the Obamas, the Bushes, and carried on by the Bidens. It's all over. Those days are over. You can enjoy real independence. And you'll now watch as we move forward from Independence Day, the 37 countries of America start to prosper. It's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be the golden age. The time has come. The war is over. Now we can really enjoy the future. I'll leave you with that thought. That was the news on the 3rd of July, the last day of being independent in the movie on the City of London. Have a great day and a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow for a special edition of the Insiders Club. See you there.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Global tensions are rising, markets are unstable, and currencies keep losing value. While governments print more money, smart investors are moving into physical gold and silver, assets that have protected wealth for centuries. That's why more people are turning to Charlie's Gold to secure their future before the next financial shakeup hits. Don't leave your wealth exposed. Own something real, own gold and silver. Visit charlies.gold today.